Here we go. It's exciting. It's Netflix movie time. So Kate only just came out. It's directed by Cedric Nicholas Troyan. Not many director credits for him. He's mostly done visual effects, which when you read that and then watch Kate is no surprise because this is a very visually stunning, beautiful movie. It stars Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Miko Martineau, and Woody Harrelson. And it's about this assassin, Kate, who gets poisoned and has to go on this kind of revenge spree to kind of kill the people who poisoned her. If this sounds familiar, it's kind of the plot of this old 50s noir movie called DOA. The plot of that movie is he gets poisoned, this dude, and he spends the whole rest of the movie trying to solve his own murder, which is essentially what this is, just with John Wick elements and a Japanese setting thrown into the mix. So, if you haven't seen that old DOA movie, by the way, I think it's been remade in the 80s or 90s. It's a good movie. But that's essentially what Kate is. She's She's been poisoned, and now she has to go find her killers. Now, I'm watching this movie, and it starts off, and I'm like, all right, beautiful colors, excellently shot, acting is amazing. And I got a big kick out of this as I was watching it, because one of the things I liked about Mary Elizabeth Winstead in Birds of Prey was how well she did the action scenes and ass kicking and all that. So here's another example of her kicking ass and taking names. And if they want to do a third action movie with Mary in it, I'd be happy to watch it. Even though this movie's going to get the same score as Birds of Prey, I think. I can't remember that score, and they're no longer up there anymore, so I don't know. But I'm watching this movie, and we've got a few major characters. We've got Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Kate, the assassin. Miko Martineau plays this young girl whose relatives are in the Yakuza, and she kind of gets caught in the middle of all this. And then Woody Harrelson is Kate's handler. He's the guy who kind of trained her up to be this assassin that she is. So I'm watching this movie, and I'm really enjoying it. It's roped me in. It's kind of sucking me in. It's, DOA / John Wick. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it. Let's do this. And then I just had this thought. I'm like, all right, this is a Netflix movie. So are they going to go the predictable route, or are they going to throw something new, different at me? It's a mix. This is one of those cases of, I'm going to call it Roger Rabbit syndrome. I watched Roger Rabbit recently, as you know, and I found from a technical aspect and of the making of the film, everything was just really well done and amazing. But the story, though, didn't quite live up to everything else that went into it. And that's it here too. Because you know what, I'm just going to do the review, show you the score, then I'll do the spoilers. But it goes in predictable ways, and it didn't suck the air out of me, but I was just like, well, I still like this movie, but not as much anymore. So as it goes along, it goes from being stylistic and interesting kind of DOA clone to just being a real cliched kind of fare, kind of forgettable towards the end. And it's written by a man named, or woman, I don't know, Amir Alim. Hope I got that person's name right. And I think I'd lay all the blame for all the things I didn't like about this movie on that person. Because the acting is fantastic. It's wonderfully edited and shot. Camera angles are fantastic. It's so creative in all these aspects. It's beautiful. Mary Winstead is a fucking badass in this movie. So cool. She's super fucking cool in this. Woody is Woody. If you like Woody Harrelson, and I do, you'll like him in this. He always makes things better just for him being in it. I like Woody Harrelson a lot. And I wanted their performances and the whole thing was really well made to the point where I was just like, please, story, please, please, please don't let everything else carry this. I need the story to be good too. And unfortunately, it was just standard fare. So I was going to give it a 5. But for how pretty cool and kick-ass the rest of the movie was, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. So bear with me a tick. I'm going to tear this up, and then I'm going to spoil something. So give me a like, dislike, share, and subscribe if you don't watch past this point. Alright, spoilers. And here's the big one. The big spoiler where I was just like, please don't do this. Don't do this. Do anything but this. I was sitting there going, Woody Harrelson's behind this and he's going to betray Kate. Yep. And it's so predictable and easy to see coming. Surely any writer would be like, wait, that seems a bit cliched and lame. Shouldn't we do something different? I don't know. Maybe have him help her because she's dying and will die. That would have been a bit more kick-ass for me, instead of it's just, oh yeah, I was your mentor for years, but I'm really a piece of shit. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's pretty much that one kind of cliched element kind of makes you look at the movie and go, oh, it's all kind of cliched and borrows from a lot of things. But I also I watched a movie on my birthday called Gunpowder Milkshake. I didn't review it. It was just like, I just wanted to have fun on my birthday, watch an interesting movie, and I watched Gunpowder Milkshake, and I thought, that's an alright movie, but I wish it would pick a style and stick with it. And it wouldn't. It kept trying to do too much at once. This one sticks with the style. It's a good style, and then, yeah, the story just lets it down. It's fine. It's not too long. The movie will say hour and 45, but it's really about an hour and a half. It doesn't overstay its welcome, though, so I will give it that. So, yeah. I also watch a lot of B-grade movies. I don't review them because I like watching trashy movies for fun. And what you'll find when you watch a lot of trashy movies is they do all of these kinds of cliches all of the time. So when you watch something that's got a budget, looks slick, amazing actors, I expect more. That's just how it is. I mean, it's not B-grade trashy, but surely you can do something that's a bit... I'm beating a dead horse. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore.